Ruslan.
I take a week off from YouTube, bouncing back from my strike, finally getting back on the platform. I was in Big Bear with my family. More on that later. And I come back and the entire internet broke. Just shenanigan after shenanigan. I don't know what to make all of it. We're going to get right into it without no further ado. If you guys don't know, there's this little app called Robinhood. And on Robinhood, it allows people like you and me to trade stocks and ETFs. And I'm a big proponent of Robinhood. Matter of fact, if you look in the description of all my videos, you will see my little Robinhood affiliate link, and I encourage people to get on Robinhood. Robinhood is actually one of the few things I disagree. Yes, I disagree with Dave Ramsey about is using Robinhood early, getting into ETFs and building your portfolios. I'm not a single stock guy, never been a single stock guy. I own a little bit of single stock, but that's not really my vibe. Anyway, Robinhood, I think is fire. I think it's a dope app. I think we should all be on it. We should all be understanding it. But something interesting happened this week. There was a Reddit group. I am not advocating or endorsing any of this happening. This is just completely my opinion, totally speculative. But there was a Reddit group who decided to put together a plan to drive up the price of GameStop and essentially got GameStop, AMC off of Robinhood, which then triggered a class action lawsuit by users against Robinhood. I'll pull this up on Twitter and then I'm going to show you guys a brief video explaining this whole thing. Robinhood users file a class action lawsuit against the company after it restricted transactions for various securities. This then led something that we would never see happen, which is unity in Washington, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody comes out and goes, Robinhood is trash for limiting transaction. By everybody, I mean Ted Cruz, Republican. I mean AOC, Progressive Democrat. I mean Donald Trump Jr. All came out. I was like, yo, this is crazy. How can Robinhood do this? Not lit. You can't do this. It's not okay. And then it escalated to Ted Cruz agreeing with AOC and AOC telling him, I'm willing to work with people on this. However, a few weeks ago, you tried to, I'm not going to say the word because I'm treading on thin ice with YouTube here, but how dare you resign, but I'll work with anybody on this. This entire joy is hilarious. Okay, so I know it's difficult for some of us who don't quite understand, so I found this video by comedian Avalon, who explains this, and she breaks it down for the average person. I want to bring a shout out to my brother KB for sharing this. I'm going to let her explain how this all works. Okay, so this is how this all works. You guys ready?
Like, I own stocks, so I
shout out to Avalon. She's hilarious.
Understanding of the stock market. And from what I understand, there are these people who they have lots of money and they have hedges around their house and they go to the market, but it's like not a real market. It's it's metaphorical, but it's real. And they go, uh-oh, that company is not doing well, so I'm gonna make it do worse. So
she's breaking down in normal person's terms how the stock market works. Now, the stock market is not an indicator of our economy. The stock market is more or less make-believe, give or take, meaning that it's not rooted in our GDP. It's not rooted in anything. And there's literally folks who we would call the elites that intentionally can drive down prices and drive up prices on different stocks by taking out hedges, and she's being funny about it. Let's keep watching this.
They pull out some papers and they go, who wants to make a deal? They start making deals and they say if this company's good, if it goes down, then I get money from you, and if it goes up, then I'll give you money. But They don't tell you that it's not going to go up. I mean, they will make it so it goes down. But then there was this online reading club that was like, oh, well, not today. We want hedges too. And so they went into their bank accounts, and then they also went to the market, and they were like, bye.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Company, and changed it a lot. And so now the initial people with the hedges have to give their hedges, I think, to the
Yo, shout out to her. She's hilarious. So the way a lot of this works is just utter fugazi, okay? This whole thing is a lot of moving pieces, more or less. The establishment and the billionaire elites who play in the stock market were upset that Robinhood leveled the playing field through a Reddit group to basically do what the people in Wall Street have been doing all along. They threw a pissy fit, and Robinhood pulled GameStop and pulled AMC off of the platform, which then triggered a freaking lawsuit by the people. I think all of this is whack because, hey, check this out. For the first time in history, it's leveled, meaning that this is the first time where people, average citizens, have been able to come together and create their own hedges and create their own stuff. And then Robinhood steps in. And I got an email today saying, hey, sorry, it's a volatile market. We had to put a couple of stocks on hold, but we're going to open up limited activity. And all along, the regular people who are up in there, the hedge fund managers, have been able to trade these stocks all along. And it's janky. And so now there's a class action lawsuits. And now, for the first time in who knows how long, the Republicans and the Democrats are coming together to say, hey, you can't ask for regulation against the little guy. If you're going to ask for regulation, Mr. Corporate Wall Street, you got to want regulation across the board. You guys have been doing this. This is what AOC is saying. This is what Donald Trump Jr. is saying. This is so on and so forth. And it's wild. And so apparently somebody in the chat just said that Robinhood now has 100,000 negative reviews on Google. Is that correct? Yo, what a wild time to be an adult. What a wild time to be an adult and be in the market. All right. What a wild time to be an adult. Now, I am an ETF guy, just so you guys know. I do not endorse these shenanigans. I don't. All right. However, it's pretty wild that the little guy sticks it to the big guy in this situation. And, you know, you're talking about, folks, this GameStop stock went up, what is it, 15, I can't even say the number, 15x, 16, whatever, it's like at $300 now, right? And AMC started to climb. And so this entire thing is wild, and this is shifting how our economy is. And again, I'm not saying do this kind of stuff because this is very risky, right? This is very risky. But what I am saying is, hey, if you're upset about capitalism, well, here you have people just like you and me, unemployed, underemployed, chilling in their PJs. I'm not in my PJs right now. I could be in my PJs. You guys wouldn't even know. I'm in some basketball shorts because I put on my gym clothes the night before. So I'm sitting here in basketball shorts. And they're sitting here and they're finessing the market. All right, what a time to be alive. People are saying Blockbuster is next. I don't know. I don't know anything about any of this. I'm completely speculating. This is not financial advice. Do not take anything that I say as financial advice. However, I see you guys are in here and you guys are paying attention and rocking out with this stuff. And so I invest my money into ETFs, QQQ, TQQ. That's the kind of stuff I like investing my money in. They're saying Blockbuster's next. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I think this entire thing is hilarious. And I think it's good that Robinhood's getting sued. As bizarre as that sounds, you can't do this kind of stuff. You can't take stuff down because the internet. Like what? Like the internet broke Robinhood and AMC stock? No, like no, you can't. What doesn't make any sense? You can't do this, like, right? But they did it, and so I think this is gonna have serious blowback. And if it creates more regulation that's fair and even across the board, I'm for it. I don't think it's gonna do that. I think you're gonna have the wealthy billionaire elite pushing for what they want to push for, and you're going to have the average guys consistently on the outskirts, right? And I think that's kind of trash. I think it's really interesting though, and so I'm seeing all kinds of stuff in the chat. I want to know what y'all think about this. I think this is hilarious. I think this is so funny. And I think this is maybe for some of us, a wake-up call to start letting our money work for us, right? Start letting your money work for you in the market. I'm not talking about penny stock trading or day trading. I'm talking about, hey, park some money into a good growth ETF, which is a collection of individual stocks. Again, I like, there's all kinds of different ones. You got to do your own research. And I think there's room to make your money work for you so that you have assets that appreciate in value and not depreciate in value. Let me know what y'all think, all right?
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Yeah. Conversations front of the fireplace. All of my mistakes, how do I erase? Wanna operate at a higher pace. Birth pains causing the body to dilate. On a first name basis with the worst pain facing.